Good morning, good morning. Una good morning slash good afternoon slash good evening. I greet all of una specially according to the time and the location where una they watch me from. My people, may I take water? Water is life. Water is good. Because this matter, we need to take water. If you never sip water, better carry water or orange juice or mango juice. May it take cool your temper. Well done, my people. I say, I especially thank una wey be say una don't subscribe to my channel. I beg, una still dey put una thought, meaning una opinion under that comment section. There na the place where they say that they put any thought, your thought over whatsoever topic I they bring. What you think of it? Your opinion. Opinion is allowed. Opinion is allowed. Your talk, your take. Put it under the comment section. It matters. May I still see una. You see what Jesus talk. He say, "Who do they say I am?" You know why? What did that one mean? When they ask them that question, who do they say I am? What you not say use on me? Who do they say I am? May I check? Who do they say I am? Meaning, you want to know the level of their thinking. Who do me say I am? So they say you be capital. Do me say? He asked them. That is the book of that is a New Testament. He said when Jesus asked his disciples, he asked his disciple, who do people say that I am? Because that question where he asked is an indication that he want to know their level of knowledge, their level of understanding, their worldview. You want to see their capacity. You want to see what their worldview. So it's very important when he say, who do people say I am? So tell us, say some thought that you was Judge John the Baptist. He say, so that is their mentality then. Then some say Elijah. He said, so we also understand their level of mentality, their capacity, their way of reasoning. So now they imagine me to be Elijah or John the Baptist. Okay. Then so say no. Others say that you are a prophet. You know, you will say no their mentality. You say okay, good. Then he follow up asking, but who do you say I am? He now ask your own people. Who do people say? Who do you now say I am? So all this quest is very, very, this platform, this channel, Creative Kingdom. It is not all about to be creative on craft works or innovation, but creative in thinking. That is what's all about, especially the reason why this platform is named Creative Kingdom. AB, that is an abbreviation of Amos Blessing. Creative AB. To be creative in our thinking. To be creative on developing the ability to generate new things, new idea. To be creative on our originality. Because what is truth? How can you define truth? Truth is the original copy, original thing. The original product is truth. So to be creative in innovative ideas, that is what is all about this creative channel. To be creative on our approach, the way we approach matters, on our approach over what is happening, over our approach how we handle matters. our approach over what the happenings on our surrounding. To be creative over solutions to problems. To be creative of how we involve ourselves in thinking outside the traditional normal way. Or when I say traditional normal way, meaning this is a situation whereby one pattern, when the tradition or culture is not benefiting the people, it's not becoming a cause, it's not becoming a problem. Instead of resolving problems, it will not be creating problems. So that when we are creative in our way of reasoning, then that can be solutioned. Then that will be re-amended. The solution, there will be solution to re-amend that culture and tradition in order to benefit, to protect and guide lives, in order to promote mutual respect, mutual values. Creativeness in our connecting. You see what Jesus Christ said. He said, "Who do you not say I am?" Then Peter now said, he connects immediately. In our it wasn't just only shallow minded. It wasn't shallow minded. It went deeper. It connected. It went deeper in a sense of mysteries, the sense of unknowable, the profound and the hidden depth within him. And now said, "You are the Messiah." So thinking creatively is what can resolve problems, is what can help us to know, even to know the truth, to be strategic in our thinking in order to quickly identify the truth, to know the truth. It's a know the truth, and the truth will do what? It will make us free. It's only what will make us know the truth. What will make us to know that something is truth is we to know the original of something. Because if you don't know the original, you will carry the fake. You are the original. Me, I'm the original. Your people are the original. Outside you is not the original. Seeing solution within you, focusing on your people, who we really are, doing what they say. We are not really listening to ourselves. We are not listening to the God's image in us, the spirit of our ancestor, the spirit of God in us. We are not listening to our inner self. We are not focusing ourselves. We are focusing too much on our side. That even the leadership in Nigeria focusing on our side. They are not looking at their people. They are not focusing on their people. What is the capacity? What is the quality of their people? What is the talent of their people? How they can invest? How can we invest on our people? Why can our people do this? How can they are not focusing on themselves, focusing on our side. And the way you now go to other Africa countries, they are already changing the narrative to be the best for their nation. Focusing on their people. When they come to when you now come to infrastructure, they focus on their people. Innovation, they focus on their people. Agriculture, they focus on their people. So development, they focus on their people. Why? Because they are developing in technology and all of that, just like every other country, internationally and within the continent, within the countries. So there's a high time we continue to consider all of this. And I said that there's a need for we to listen to our army of staff. So I said there's a need for we to listen to his advice.
And somehow, we seem to also be buying into all this falsehood. Sometimes I imagine when you see people celebrating when they are failures, it's only someone who doesn't really know what's going on that want to believe or want to pray for his country to fail. Forgetting the fact that if your country fails, which means you have equally failed. And if your security forces fail, especially your armed forces, I don't know which country you will have to stand with. First and foremost, we must look at ourselves as Nigerians. And nobody will change Nigeria if not Nigerians. If you sit down to think that any other person will come from somewhere and liberate your country, then you should think twice. So that is why it's very important for the citizens, renewed agenda citizens. Citizens make up the country, and it is citizens that will uplift the country to where they want it to be. If we do not do that, then the country will continue to fail. But this country will not fail, because God has blessed this country. If you remember some years back, some countries have predicted that 2015 Nigeria was going to pack up. This is 2025, 10 years later, we're still standing strong and still moving forward. We will continue to shame all those that don't mean us well. I'm standing here today because I have the privilege of being born in Nigeria. It has a role to play. It is when we come together to uphold this that this country will thrive, not allowing the enemy to break into gaps between us. Boko Haram started because we protected them. They started as a small group, and if it had been nipped in the bud, we probably wouldn't have gotten to where we are today. The Lakrawas came in, we brought them in, and we said they are our friends and their families until they started attacking us.
To the Nigerians. And also the answer to some of all those advice and questions, will also allow us to listen to some very, very intelligent analysis that we can also listen to some of the answers to some questions.
We have arrested these 2 dozens of people selling weapons to the enemy of the nation. Number 2, because the military has acknowledged that people from the military are selling weapons to the bad people. For being traitors, yes, why be executed? Because when you sell weapons to insurgents and terrorist group and kidnappers, you know what they do. What are you doing? You're selling your own people to the enemy. How many people were unalive with the weapons you sold? That's the question. Should you be kept alive for what? What is the use of you? You're asking yourself a question. Why did the army acknowledge this? They could have just kept it quiet, let it run. Well, according to local authorities, the army decision to publicly acknowledge the arrest is a sign of a renewed effort to restore trust and integrity within its rank. So they need to restore trust and integrity. Let's continue. While the armed trafficking investigation is underway, the authorities are under pressure to prevent further violations and protect the national arsenal from internal compromise. So there are 2 reasons why they've been open about this. Number 1, they want you to trust them again. They want credibility. They want to show that, okay, it's not the entire army is sold out. We're not all selling to the negative people. Some of us are good. So you need to trust us, give us credibility, and signal other people that are doing negative things. Number 2 is we need to protect the arsenal of the army. We need to protect the weapons Nigeria has got from not going to the other side. Now, what is the solution to this? Okay. Can we say the reason why these Nigerian soldiers, 40 of them, soldiers and police mixed, have been selling weapons to bandits and Boko Haram is because they need money. Let's see the salaries of Nigerian soldiers. If you look at this information in the public domain, it shows you a general in Nigeria gets approximately $1,875. A lieutenant general gets $1,200. A major general gets about $1,100. A brigadier general general gets about $900. A colonel gets $600. A lieutenant colonel gets about $400. A major $300. A captain $200. A lieutenant $200. Well, a second lieutenant gets $150. A staff sergeant gets $100. A surgeon gets $85, brother. That's a little money. What do you do with $85? Like, how do you blame somebody when he starts thinking about negative things? I'm not going to say you can support that. I'm sorry. If somebody in a different domain start trying to think about ways of making money, we can understand. But by the time you sign up into the police force, you have signed your life away. This is not like you working as a carpenter. You're working as the nation, as the state. Whether you have food or not, you cannot do that because that goes against what you exist for. Absolutely. You cannot sell out. The Nigerian government need to do something about these people. I mean, look at this video. Look at this. This is shameful. Look how a Chinese man is disrespecting the entire Nigeria by doing this. Look at this. Do you think you can do this in China? No. Do you think you can possibly do such thing in China? Give money to the police? My man, you are gone forever. They have to stand like this for... It's hurt my feelings to see this. Now, there's a major problem here, okay? Will Nigeria be able to pay all these people? Well, there's a big problem because Nigeria has 223 million human beings. 223 million human beings. This is now. Now, if this continues like this, in 5 years, they're going to probably be 290 million, very close to 300 million human beings. It's a lot. How many kids you make per day? I'm sorry, per lifetime. That needs to be rechecked. Because the bottom line is there's a lot of Nigerians that are living in Nigeria going to neighboring countries, if not far away, looking for other opportunities because it's crammed up. It's complicated in Nigeria. Having enough revenue for everybody is difficult. Now, I'm not saying they should unalive Nigerians. That's not what I'm saying. Government needs to provision for the people. There must be jobs. There must be money flowing to everybody. That will kill that mentality of boss, oga, chef, chairperson, because people are poor. That's why they feel they have to bend over any stupid dude just because he's high up there. It is a shame to Africa to see that a group of people that are supposed to be protectors selling weapons to what is one of the biggest problems in terms of unaliving people in Africa. Who doesn't know about Boko Haram? Who doesn't know what they do? They abduct women and take them away. Everybody knows about it. Who doesn't know about insurgency?
I have removed these girls from Western education. This education must stop. Girls, you must leave and get married.
I mean, how many times have people been discouraged from going to Nigeria? Okay, if I get to Nigeria, I want to have fun, then some people will come abduct me and take me to a freaking lost location. All the stuff we see on movies are reality. It's based on real it's crazy. Should these people be kept alive, okay, after it's confirmed that being selling weapons for 4 years to criminal people that unalive people every single day? I want you to tell me, let me know how you feel about it. Do you think they deserve another chance? It's not like you came and said, I'm sorry, I've been selling weapons to negative people. Please forgive me. I want to come back. We found you, okay? So if we had not found you, probably would have continued doing it. Are there some people that are furnishing the weapons? Should those people be held accountable as well? Let me know how you feel about this. It was a great pleasure. There's nothing but love for Nigeria.
Good job. This General Christopher. General Christopher Gwabe Musa. He was born on 25th of December. That was a day of that is a season of Christmas. He was born. You see, we have something in common. I was born in December. He was also born in December. You see, I was talking about last of my segment of the previous my previous video. You know, this is really thoughtful of me. You know, I said we have something. I said there's something. You know, I sense something in common. I sense something in common with him, you know. I said when I'm listening to him, I saw that he speaks wisdom, you know, because me I also speak wisdom. So I say I sense him that he speaks wisdom. In most cases, it might not be every time. No human being is perfect. And you know, say in most cases he speaks wisdom. In most cases, so that enable me to understand that is really God calling is upon him to develop his country. Yes, to fix the problems in his country, you know, to really help his people, you know, to sanitize his department, to sanitize that department, because a lot of things has been going on. So he was born on December, December, just like me. He was born on December 1967. That was the year, the day the Nigeria got her independence. Oh, shey, you see that? You see, all these are the you see, God have purpose for everything. So God have a purpose for everything. So is a Nigeria Army general who is 18th Chief of Defense Staff. Is 18th Chief of Defense Staff.
Ourselves as Nigerians, and nobody will change Nigeria if not Nigerians. If you sit down to think that any other person will come from somewhere and liberate your country, then you should think twice. So that is why it's very important for the citizens, renewed agenda citizens. Citizens make up the country, and it is citizens that will uplift the country to where they want it to be. If we do not do that, then the country will continue to fail. But this country will not fail, because God has blessed this country. If you remember some years back, some countries have predicted that 2015 Nigeria was going to pack up. This is 2025, 10 years later, we're still standing strong and still moving forward. We will continue to shame all those that don't mean us well. I'm standing here today because I have the privilege of being born in Nigeria. I had the privilege of attending my primary secondary school in Nigeria. I went to Nigerian Defense Academy. Vice Admiral Gambo were the ones that brought us up at the academy. When we graduated from MBA, we met generals like Lieutenant General Buratai. My first contact with him was when he was commandant in Nigerian Army School of Infantry, then as a brigadier general and I was a colonel. Gradually he became the chief of army staff and developed and expanded the Nigerian Armed Forces because of commitments. I think people don't really understand that the military is a family. And our family transcends just friendship. It goes down to family line. And we find that mostly we know our families, we know our children, we know our parents. That is how we grew up. And so mentorship in the military is unique because it's continuous. Every one of the retired personnel that here has played major roles in our lives, me particularly. Just support your government, because without your support, it's not possible. National security, citizenship, everybody has a role to play. It is when we come together to uphold this that this country will thrive, not allowing the enemy to break into gaps between us. Boko Haram started because we protected them. They started as a small group, and if it had been nipped in the bud, we probably wouldn't have gotten to where we are today. The Lakrawas came in, we brought them in, and we said they are our friends and their families until they started attacking us. The message here is, when you grow a monster, he grows beyond you and wants to take more from you. So we must learn to say no to monsters. Any evil one that means by planning any evil against this country must never ever be supported, because it is the